Well, here we are in 2021 already. 2020 has been a year of note in the history of this nation. We have left the common market, we have struck up a deal with Europe at the end of the year. But over and above all this, we have had the COVID virus along with the rest of the world. It will have brought sadness to some as they've lost loved ones. Some have lost jobs, finance. We've all lost freedom to one degree or another. And this virus has affected all of our lives. And you can imagine in years to come, quiz questions about the year 2020. So notable is it? It's not been the best of years, although I'm sure in many of our lives lots of good things have still happened. But as we come into this new year of 2021, I am not going to wish us a happy new year. Happiness is a transient thing. It depends on circumstance. It depends on things and people and events in our lives. Happiness is very transient and never lasts for long. I've never known anybody have a year that has been happy, fully happy. There's always something which comes our way. But in not wishing us a happy new year, I do want to wish us a hopeful new year. A year that's full of the hope of God. There is a verse in Romans 15:13 which says, "May the God of hope fill you with joy and peace as you trust in him, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit." May the God of hope fill you, fill me with joy and peace as you trust in him, so that you may overflow with hope by the Holy Spirit. In our life group, our Zoom life group, the ladies one, we have been studying just before Christmas 4 topics of hope, love, joy and peace, and it's been very encouraging. It's done us good to look at these areas of in our Christian lives. And the one thing we came through on each week is that God is hope, God is joy, God is peace, God is love. All hope, joy, love and peace comes from him, because he is peace, he is hope, he is love, he is joy. So when we speak about the hope of God filling us, it's because God is hope. And as we draw near to him, and we sit with him, and we spend time with him, so he fills us with his hope by the Holy Spirit. There is a painting which is set in America. It's of a burnt out, typical mountain shack. It has obviously caught fire, and the picture depicts this shack with the ashes and the ruin and the smoke just rising from it. And facing the shack with their backs to the artist is a granddad and a little boy, and the granddad is holding the boy's hand. And the artist has so depicted it that it shows that the little boy is very upset to see the ruins of their home. And the granddad is holding the little boy's hand, and underneath is a caption which states what the granddad is saying to the little boy, and he's just simply saying, hush boy, God's not dead. Hush boy, God's not dead." And in the ruins of their lives, he's assuring this little boy that God isn't dead. He's still on his throne. He's still working out all things for our good. It may not seem obvious to us right now, but you know, God works out all things. He is bringing this world to its ultimate conclusion. I'm not saying that's coming yet, but he's in control, he's in charge. And as the granddad said, hush son, hush boy, God's not dead. I speak into our lives and say, hush, God's not dead. He's still on his throne. He's still working out all things. And this year I want to say to us, may we have a hopeful new year, one that overflows with hope from our lives. The verse says, may the God of hope fill you with joy and peace as you trust in him. Why? So that we may overflow with hope by the power of his Holy Spirit. We're not going to overflow with happiness this year. We may know some happiness, and I trust we do. I trust we all have occasions where we know happiness. I trust we have occasions, in fact many occasions, where we can know and experience the peace of the Holy Spirit, the joy of the Holy Spirit, the love of the Holy Spirit. But above it all, may we know the hope of the Holy Spirit filling our lives. And that comes about as we spend time with God. He is hope, and he wants to fill us. But we need to draw close to him. We need to be in that position where we can pour out his hope into our lives so that we may overflow with hope. So this year, let's draw near to him. Let's spend time in his presence so that he may pour his hope into our lives by the Holy Spirit. There's no magic formula. It's just God being God, blessing us and doing us good as he pours his hope into our lives. Let's come to him, seeking hope from him, asking for hope from him, so that this year we may have a year that's full of hope. So I don't want to wish you a happy new year. I'm going to wish you a hope-full new year, one that is full of the hope of God that overflows into us and out of us into the lives of others, that this may be noted 2021 of the year that was hopeful by the power of the Holy Spirit. Be blessed in God.